Need a booster seat in my van. Today we're going to talk about pantry staples when you live in a tiny home on wheels. If you're new here, my name is Alana, and I lived out of a Honda Accord for 3 years while I saved up for this van that I now call home. It's currently a rainy day in the van, so if you can hear the rain in the background, enjoy the background noise. But now that I've lived in my van for 7 months and on the road for 4 years now, I feel like I've come up with a good system, a good list of pantry staples that I can keep in my vehicle at all times to always have something delicious to eat. So I'm going to break this video down into 5 different categories. These categories are kind of how I view my meal planning, quote unquote, and as long as I have something from all of these categories, I'm bound to have a delicious meal wherever I am. Now, side note before we get into the video, I do have an ice chest, and I'm working on upgrading to having a fridge in my van, so I do get fresh produce and fresh meat and cheeses from time to time. But these are items that I can keep shelf stable in my van for up to a week if it's a fresh item like fruits and vegetables, or canned items that basically stay good until you open them. So, just a disclaimer that this isn't all I eat, but these are my recommendations to not starve while living on the road. So category number 1 is a protein, some sort of canned protein that lasts. So the things that we like to use are canned shredded chicken, canned tuna, canned salmon, canned sardines, canned beans, either just regular plain old beans or canned flavored beans to bring the flavor of the meal up a level. And then we also like to get lentils pre-cooked and canned or pre-flavored as well. But I personally like to buy my beans and lentils pre-cooked and canned. I know that's a debate because people say that it's healthier to buy them dried and they last longer, but when you live in a van and your cook stove relies on little canisters of fuel, you try to be as efficient as you can with boiling things, so it's not really practical to boil a pot of beans for an hour on a tiny camp stove. You're gonna run out of fuel. So I personally like just buying the canned pre-cooked ones because then I can just add them to things and not have to worry about extended cook times. Another hot take, Spam. I never ate this growing up, so it's not like a nostalgia food for me, but I started eating it in college, low-key. It's great in mac and cheese, it's great in ramen, it's great in stir-fry, it's great in fried rice. Like, it's just something good to have on hand if you're just craving something a little salty. Okay, second category of our meal, we had protein, now we have our carbs. So any sort of carb that lasts. I like to keep potatoes just in a sack in my little food ottoman that I use for storage that I showed in a previous video. And that keeps them dark and that keeps them longer. Also, I keep my onions in the fridge that I don't use because that keeps the onions away from everything else and it prevents everything else from going bad quickly. So finding different places in your van to store different produce so that it doesn't make each other go bad is kind of difficult, but I highly recommend because then like I can keep a bag of potatoes for a month or longer, and in my Honda Accord I definitely couldn't do that because the temperature in the Honda got really hot really fast. But it's easier to keep them in a dark, cool place in a van. Okay, other carbs. Pasta, I like to have just regular pasta or the protein pasta on hand. I like to keep mac and cheese. I like ramen. We also keep different kinds of noodles from the Asian market. You can also get other things at the Asian market, which I'll talk later on in this video about to make your food taste better. But yeah, noodles. And then for rice, I personally am a big fan of Minute Rice. If Minute Rice ever did sponsorships, I would be their biggest fan. I ate that almost every single day when I lived in the Honda Accord. Minute Rice, tuna packet, canned green beans. That kept your girl alive. And it was really easy. But Minute Rice, same thing with getting canned beans. Minute Rice is just dehydrated rice that's already cooked. So when you go to boil it, you only have to boil it for like 1 to 10 minutes, depending on where you are and how high in elevation you are, versus regular rice, which takes like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if you're doing white or brown rice. So, pro tip. Get into minute rice. I even got my boyfriend onto minute rice. He had never had it before, and I've convinced him to the dark side, so highly recommend. Minute rice is something that my dad used to make growing up, so that is a little nostalgia, but also it just is practical in a van over regular rice. Okay, so we got our protein, we got our carb. Then the third category, I labeled it as fiber and nutrients, just fruits and vegetables. I usually try to base my meals, at least dinner, every day on those three things. That's something I picked up from working with a personal trainer back in the day when he was helping me with nutrition planning. Was you don't have to make this big elaborate fancy meal, like as long as you have your three bases covered and you have protein, carbs, and fiber and nutrients, like you're okay. So for fruits, obviously there's various fruits that if you buy them fresh, they keep longer than others without refrigeration. So for reference, I never buy berries. And if I do, I buy berries frozen and use the frozen berries as ice in my ice chest. So never buy fresh berries. But I do like to buy apples, oranges, bananas, mangoes, and avocados fresh because those they generally keep for up to a week as long as you buy like the unripe avocados, unripe bananas, and let them kind of ripen in your van. You can keep them for like a week or two. So I like having fresh produce that stays long so that even when my ice is gone and I'm out of quote-unquote fresh produce, I still have an apple or something like that to snack on. And then also under the fruit category, you can obviously get packaged fruit like applesauces are my guilty pleasure. I probably eat 1 or 2 applesauces every single day. Also, different fruits like mandarin oranges, pears, and pineapple. You can find them in just juice. I don't recommend getting it in the high fructose corn syrup unless you're eating it as your dessert. But I will literally just eat a can of pineapple in juice for lunch. So that's one of my favorite finds. And then for vegetables, I had a shorter list than fruits. I think either I just prefer fruits or I have less ideas for vegetables. So if you have any ideas to add to this section, leave them down in the comments. But I said for fresh vegetables, I just always keep onions on hand. I don't know if that's a vegetable now that I'm saying that. It's a root. Is that a vegetable? The definition of a vegetable is very broad, so I'm going to go with it. Onions, carrots are another thing that keep pretty well as long as they're not wet. Yeah. Then for canned vegetables, I said green beans, peas, tomatoes, corn, green chilies. That's like an essential in my pantry. I don't know if that's because I spent too much time in New Mexico or if I just grew up in Arizona and I love Mexican food, but your girl loves a green chili in her soups and things like that, so I always keep a can of that. And then I also didn't know where to classify this. Would this be a vegetable? Seaweed? Technically, it's like a leaf that grows in the ocean. So like sea cabbage? Sea leaves? Seaweeds. Anyways, I like to keep little nori sheets on hand. We like to use that for, we call it van onigiri. So make minute rice with rice vinegar and then mix some tuna with mayonnaise and chili oil if you have chili oil. And then you wrap little bites of rice and tuna in the seaweed. And you have like little sushi bites. Kind of. They're much better if you also add like French fried onions or soy sauce or hoisin sauce. But I'm just getting off on a tangent and thinking about what we're probably having for dinner tonight. Moving on. Category number 4, while not a necessity, it's a necessity for me because any of my friends could tell you that if I get hungry, I'm not happy. So I need a category for snacks. Snack category number 4. So I always keep both salty and sweet snacks on hand, and I'll just read you my grocery list. Nuts or any kind of trail mix. We have a lot of cashews currently. Meat sticks, So like beef jerky, things like that. Crackers, if I want tuna on crackers. Tortilla chips. Peanut butter pretzels was also a good find recently. And then for sweet snacks, I said granola bars, cereal with dehydrated milk. I've recently discovered that. Highly recommend not being afraid of powdered milk. It's just dehydrated whole milk. And yeah, I try not to go too crazy on the snacks because they are just snacks, but my happiness relies on snacks. So if any snack brands want to sponsor me, let me know. Okay, and category number 5 for making sure that you have a delicious meal while living on the road from your pantry is seasonings. You can't not have some sort of seasoning in your pan. So my basics, I would recommend a cast iron skillet is kind of seasoning, but that's great for cleaning purposes because it's really easy. When you do dishes, you can just wipe out the cast iron, dump it out, it's good to go. Whereas doing regular dishes is kind of a hassle if you're using like a stainless steel pan. So a cast iron pan, a high heat oil. I know that's not like seasoning, but you need oil to cook unless you're one of those like, I only use water people, but you do you, boo. And then beyond that, I would say the requireds: salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I love a good soup, especially on a day like today when it's raining outside. So having some sort of soup base like chicken bouillon powder, tomato or vegetable bouillon powder, or something that my boyfriend really likes is getting dehydrated pho broth from a Asian grocery store and just making pho for lunch. That's what we had today. But it's also super easy because all of the seasoning is packed into that dehydrated broth that keeps really well when you live in a van. And lastly, I go a little bit above and beyond with my spices. Even when I lived in a Honda Accord, I had a whole bag dedicated to my spices. Now I have a whole drawer back there. But one of my favorites is the 21 Salute seasoning from Trader Joe's. You can put that in literally anything and it makes it taste delicious. I also have a dill pickle seasoning from Trader Joe's, and I know you would think like Alana that's not essential to have in your pantry, but when you're making tuna salad and you don't have relish because you don't have a fridge, but you have dill pickle seasoning, life is good. So I love to have the dill pickle seasoning. I also have a steak seasoning. Even though I hardly make steak, that's a good way to add a good, like, kind of smoky, meaty taste to soups. I also have taco seasoning and Cajun seasoning, lemon pepper. The ranch seasoning I really don't use as much as I thought I would, unfortunately. If you have any recommendations on how to use that. One of my favorite ways to use that, actually, now that I'm saying that, is to put it in cottage cheese and eat it with chips. It's like a ranch dip that's high protein. But cottage cheese goes in a nice chest. So I'm getting off tangent again. If you have any recommendations of non-perishable items that you love to take camping, leave them down in the comments below. And if you want to see more food-related videos, either like meal ideas or like pantry staples and how to stock up and things like that, let me know. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below because that really helps me out and also notifies you of when I upload a future video. And I hope to see you guys again in the next one. Bye!